Welcome back to the North Mankato Community Update. I'm Anna Meyer, and I'm joined by City Administrator John Herenstein.
Hello.
And Mayor Mark Dean.
Morning.
Beautiful day out, isn't it?
It's a beautiful day today.
Terrific.
So nice to finally see the sun shining and be outside a little bit. So
yeah. I'm surprised that Mayor Dean isn't on his boat water skiing right now.
Soon to be.
Soon to be. That's good.
Pretty quick here. Yeah, we are here on Belgrade Avenue, taking in the sun, and also being here to talk a little bit about how we're supporting some of the businesses on Belgrade. What has the city and the Port Authority recently come up with to help businesses in this time of need?
You know, it's a little quieter down here than obviously any of us would like to see.
Yep.
And so a lot of these businesses have been closed due to the COVID-19 outbreak. And so I had asked the city administrator to look at our options to try and support our local businesses. And they, through the Port Authority, have come up with a loan program that provides $12,500 up to that much dollars to particularly our closed businesses, and as a short-term loan to try and help them bridge the gap while they're in this closed period of time. John, I'll let you give the details, but it's an idea that, you know, we've got great businesses in North Mankato and we don't want to lose any of those businesses, and so we're trying to do what we can from the city's perspective to be supportive of the great businesses that have supported us for all these years, and we want to be there for them. So this is our opportunity to really try and help our citizens in our community with our businesses and make sure we have that strong business community coming out of the stay-at-home orders that we have.
Well, yeah, and just as Mayor Dean described, you know, North Mankato relies a great deal on our businesses, both small and large, to continue providing the services and quality of life that our residents expect. So in response to the request that Mayor Dean and the City Council and Port Authority asked for, we created a program that allows businesses who have been affected specifically by the governor's order of closure, bars, restaurants, gyms, hair salons, things like that, to apply for a maximum amount of $12,500. The first payments won't begin for about a year and 3 months, and then it'll be repaid at 3% over the next 4 years. So far, we've had approximately 10 loans approved, so we know that there's a need. We know that there's resources drying up at the federal and state level, although they just recently approved some additional ones, so we look forward to seeing that come on board to help our local businesses. But we also felt like we needed to play a role in assisting them during this very unique time, if not unprecedented time in North Mankato's history. The one other thing I always like to mention is the Port Authority and the City Council have made a great deal of investments over the years, both in Lower North and Belgrade, and in other areas in Upper North and Commerce. And a lot of the small businesses that rely on that support are part of those larger investments that we've made. And so just providing that continuity of support to continue the business, to continue the businesses beyond the pandemic is something that I think really was a goal of the program.
Exactly right. You know, we have, you know, a great business community down here, Business on Belgrade, that helps promote and provide a lot of our social events down in this area. And so we want to support those businesses. We just started connecting on Commerce, a similar effort on Commerce Drive. And so again, we're trying to support those businesses so that when this is over, we have that strong business community and we're able to continue to do the things that make great, for North Mankato be a great place to live and have a quality of life that's subject to none in the state.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And the city has not only provided some resources for just businesses, they also have some available for residents as well on the website, correct?
Correct. There's, you know, we're working with Greater Mankato Growth, and there's and we have links on our website to all the COVID-19 resources that are available, from unemployment to programs for various organizations and businesses, and the federal programs, and all those are tied together in one website. They're linked off of ours, and so if you need some additional information, please step out there, check it out, and they'll get you the right place.
And in addition to those resources, we just want to emphasize, you know, municipal services are still being provided. From my perspective, we have not skipped a beat since the pandemic began, and hopefully as it works its way through our state and our area, we will continue to be able to not skip a beat, so to speak, in terms of providing municipal services. We know that some things have changed. Taylor Library is closed. It's the first time since it's ever been. There's some questions about the timing and how different events are going to take place this summer. But what I think residents can be assured of is, one, we are working closely with both state and federal and other local authorities and local emergency management groups to make sure that we're responding in real time to the different guidances that are coming out. And secondly, that we're planning to try to make life as normal as possible so people can experience the great things that we all look forward to experiencing in North Mankato in the summer. But maybe it's going to be a little different this summer than it has been in the past.
That's right. So John mentioned the Taylor Library. The physical library is currently closed, but there's still ongoing programming going on. We're talking about the Booking on Belgrade fund that supports the library. That's going to be a virtual run this year. So if you register, there's free registration, but if you register, you can still win door prizes. There'll be recognition awards and those types of things. So we're still going to keep continuing to do those types of things. One of the other big ones that we certainly have heard about is our
Yep.
spring pickup.
Yep.
Right now, that's the spring drop-off down at the city shop based on the recommendations of the CDC later in the summer. So we want to make sure people are paying attention to our e-newsletter, our social media pages, our city website, or the Nixle system for the alerts on when those different things are going to occur, so people can still participate and we continue to have the great city services that North Mankato provides.
Yeah. So make sure you're keeping yourself abreast of all those informations, whether it's through Nixle, whether it's through the social media, whether it's through our regular media outlets. Another transition in service has been those city council meetings. Because of the emergency, we're not able to have the public join us in the actual physical location, but the public should be aware that you can call in and voice any questions or concerns, just like in any other meeting, by calling a phone line, and you'll be patched into the city council meeting. That's going to be especially important on around May 18th if we have a scheduled improvement hearing for some improvements up on Countryside Drive. So if you're up in the Countryside Drive area and want to comment on those improvement projects, more than likely you're going to be commenting over the phone to the city council. We have had some interactions already. It's been working very well. And so we're ready to respond to those needs as well.
And so, if people are looking around town, you are seeing we have already started some road construction projects. The end of Laurie Drive is getting some work done on it. Nottingham Drive is having some work done on it. We will be looking at doing Monroe Avenue down here in Lower North, and we're also looking at Countryside Drive. And so those things are ongoing. Quite honestly, that's our economic stimulus package that the city's providing by continuing to do our projects, injecting jobs into the community and funds in the community. We hope to see that spin the economy for us.
Right.
And we're going to get some great infrastructure improvements. We've got about $1 million worth of road improvements, in upgrades and road improvements in schedule for this year.
Absolutely.
About double what we normally do. So those things are still ongoing, and so we're really excited about getting those projects done. I think it's going to improve the community for us, and when this is all over, people are going to really be able to enjoy those new things.
Those capital improvement projects are so important, especially because each and every recession, sometimes you get a little further behind. And so I think what the council's built through plans and planning efforts is a commitment to investing in the system, investing in that basic infrastructure, so we can continue to provide the services as well as the quality of life that residents provide. We don't want those systems to age to the point where it becomes even more costly to replace or rehab them. I just want to thank the council and the mayor for putting aside those dollars so we can invest locally and continue to create those jobs like you talked about.
Exactly. We've got a great bond rating. We've got great interest rates right now. We're going to continue to leverage those as we can going forward because, North Mankato is a great place to live and we want it to stay that way.
Great. And we'll get through this.
We will get through it.
Yep. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Anything else to add for May?
North Mankato strong.
Yeah.
North Mankato strong.
Together, even apart.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly. Thanks so much for being here, and thank you for joining us. This has been the North Mankato Community Update. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.